It was the first time that I ever did. I didn't even know I was doing stand-up. I was just being myself, being silly. And it was, I believe I was in 5th grade. And that one Blind Melon song was on. You remember Blind Melon? The No Rain and the girl in the bumblebee suit and all that. But the way the guy would sing his song. And it was like a whole combination at first for that one. It was me, like, I got up, I don't know, someone was talking about it, and so I just started dancing, and then people started laughing. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, I guess I'm a funny guy. And then, like, I did his impression, and a lot of people liked it, and at the same time, there was one kid that looked at me and just goes, so I had, like, my first, yeah, my first critique, my first laugh, my first everything, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I remember watching Chris Rock. I believe it was Bigger, Blacker, and Uncut. And to see the flow that he had on stage, and like just how comfortable he was with saying, I was like, fuck, that's awesome. And so I just got into stand-up comedy like that. It was just getting into it. My first time I did anything,
ladies and gentlemen,
I was in
we have another female comic. She was also in the movie Guff Punch. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause.
And at that time I was kind of fiddling with the idea of doing stand-up or not. And then can you hear me on this? Okay, because I thought, okay, I'm in New York, I'm going to do stand-up for the first time. I might as well just throw myself into the line then, because, you know, it's New York. So I found a very small place called H-A Comedy Club.
How's everyone doing?
And very nervous. Nobody was there. My friend couldn't even show up because he was working. And sat there in the audience, and the hostess gets up on stage. And throughout the day, it was like super rainy and just like drizzly and muddy and blah blah blah. So it wasn't like a great day. So the hostess gets up, and one of her very first jokes. This is when my confidence came in, because I was like, wow, that's a terrible joke to say. She goes, how about the rain, the weather that we're having today, right? Don't you wish it was 9/11 again? Silence. And I stopped and went, oh, I know she meant that the weather was really nice that day. But I was like, ooh, that came off so bad. But then when I saw, like, I was just like, okay, that's perfect. I know what I'm going to do. So it was finally my turn. And it was just a place full of comedians. And I was super nervous. And I had a whole thing written to where I was going to do, like, some fat jokes, because I'm a big guy. And I was going to do a little fat joke here and there, but I'm not a big fan of that kind. Like, I always roll my, like, whenever a fat comedian's just like, oh, I'm so fat, that blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, oh, we get it. Everyone says that. So I started off by saying, oh, there's so many stairs here in New York, like Subway and stuff. I feel like it's kryptonite to fat people, right? And it was like quiet, and right away I was just like, oh God, that was a terrible joke. And I stood on stage for a while, and it was quiet, and then I just kind of looked at everyone. I went, nah, I'm not going to bother you guys. I'm just going to, I guess, get off stage or whatever. But I had one story in the back of my mind. I didn't know if it was going to be funny or not. So there's a few people that were giving me a little encouragement, like, no, you're doing well, like, continue. I said, okay.
Or it would be like, I went to the doctor and then it just clicked in my head.
Oh, okay. So my father doesn't know what salad tossing means, and I went. It was a true story to where I'm sitting with my sister, and I have a bowl of salad in front of me with like the stuff that's in it. So I started mixing it up, and I was like, "Hey, guy, now watch this." And I turned to my father, and I was just like, "Hey, Dad, am I tossing a salad right?" And he just goes, "Yes, you're tossing salad very good." And I just kept doing it, and I kept like egging like making it bigger. Man, I love tossing salad. This is the best salad toss I've ever done. Dad, do you like tossing salad? And he's like, yes, because he's concentrating on shit. And the whole thing was me saying so much to where he freaks out. He's like, I don't toss salad the way you want to toss salad. I don't care how you toss salad. And I thought it was just the fucking funniest thing. And I had a few people laughing here and there. And that was like the only joke that I said. I was like, okay, thank you very much. Have a great night. Bye. And they walked out. So yeah, that was my first experience. And then I've been working on it since here in Tiernan. when he was still alive, Mitch Hedberg, definitely. I thought that guy was so funny, just sitting there saying his things. Louis C.K., almost all of his stuff I enjoyed. Don Rickles, big, oh my god, to watch him work the room, it's fucking fantastic. Like, just not missing a beat, knows exactly what to say right back if someone tries to be like, I guess, funny to him. Chris Rock, I said earlier.
Also obviously raised Jewish.
Dave Chappelle, definitely. Oh my god.
You guys are.
Bill Burr. Fucking Bill Burr. Something about that guy makes me laugh too. So yeah, those kinds of comedians I like.
Awesome.
There's probably more in my head. I just can't think of it right now. Oh, early Dane Cook.
I don't think there's any of us.
By his like third special, I was just like, okay, man, like you've already said these jokes like 5 times already. But I got to see him live one time. It was like Jeffrey Ross is another one of my favorite comedians. So I went to go see Jeffrey Ross. And Dane Cook was a special guest that day. And it was like a good solid half hour. And it was all new stuff and it was awesome. But yeah, so yeah, basically those guys. I'm a big fan of. Kevin Hart. He's funny here and there, I get it, but I feel like it's the experience that he experiences and the people that he meets and all this stuff. And a lot of the special stars, like I would like to hang out with Kevin Hart, and then like all of a sudden be like, oh, Snoop Dogg is gonna hang out with him over. I'll be like, oh, sweet, I get to smoke with Snoop Dogg. But really, like Dave Attell. Lisa Lampanelli, definitely.
And so, coming up to the stage,
Sarah
very good friend of mine, very funny man, been playing on stages all over Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Luby.
Oh my god, I'm like blank. Oh, definitely Jeffrey Ross. That has to be it. Don Rickles. And one more.
Right.
I'm trying to think of all like.
Sorry.
Oh man, Greg Giraldo. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Greg Giraldo. Definitely. I was gonna say Patrice O'Neal, but no, Greg Giraldo. He was fucking fantastic, man. I loved all his roasts. I wish he was still alive. Yeah. Dave Attell's Late Night was one of my favorite shows to watch on Comedy Central. It was one of those like, I wish I thought of that idea, and at the same time I wish I got to hang out with him every night, like staying up. Insomniac with Dave Attell, that's what it was. Chris Rock show, of course, because he had Pootie Tang. That was one of my favorite bits. Pootie Tang.
Everyone's hiding it. We got this exterior, they were cool, but then someone calls you gay, cry.
Another comedy show.
Bury it. That's just me.
In a way, I guess, because someone might maybe stand up.
Was like, I had this issue.
The Office would have been a really cool show to be on, because I see a lot of improv, and I'm a big improv person. So to see, speaking of improv, whose line is it anyway? Perfect. Just fucking go balls out like that. So yeah, those kinds of shows. Awesome, man. Favorite comedy movie.
Keep leaving, and I didn't have the maturity to be like, I have a problem when they come to you.
You know what? Walk Hard, Dewey Cox story. Other than it being like super silly here and there, it's just such a talented film. People playing the instruments and singing, like they wrote songs for the movie, you know. And it still had the like the Talladega Nights and Anchorman kind of feel to it, but at the same time, like there was thought that was put into it and care. Yeah, that's one of my favorite comedy movies. Sketch comedy. My main, since I was a kid, my main goal had always been to be on SNL. And for a while, I was just like, I want to be part of the cast. But I feel like that's a whole other world over there, and like trying to get into that's something I should have tried maybe when I was younger. I'm 33 now. I'm going to be 34 later this year. But I still would like, I mean, at least one episode. I'd love to be in it. Something like SNL, sketch comedy, because there's so much that's always brewing in my head. Yeah. if I really put myself into this whole thing and I stop talking about it and actually doing it, I could see the headlining.
And we died. We were in middle school. You see some, you know, like, let's put a velvet rope and charge money to see it, and like whatever. Like,
at least be on. I know I could be on television if I really put myself into it.
I'm glad I didn't.
And I do have a lot of support with friends, especially like a lot of my friends in New York are telling me like if you come up here, there's like a place you could stay and blah 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 and all that. And they'll help me out with telling me where to go and all that. And I know, and then this is the only time that I'm ever confident in myself. Usually I'm just kind of like, nah, I don't know, maybe this and that. Nah. Comedy and acting, I am insanely confident in myself for it. I know that all I need to do is just all these other distractions in life with like relationships, drugs, and all this like hanging out and partying and all that. I just need to put all that aside. And if I do that and I just focus and keep my head down and up and forward, I know that I'll definitely have some kind of fame or name or whatever. I don't know however it's going to be, but yeah. I see myself having specials on television. Hello everybody, my name is Minas, and you're watching Cutie Pie.